Now, Google Pixel series of devices, from the time they were announced and introduced, they have been quite special. Before the Pixel lineup, though, Google did have their own devices and they were called Nexus, but they were just plain, software difference and no hardware difference. Pixel series is when the hardware difference started to show, and with the Pixel 6, the tensor chips were introduced and a lot of things changed, including AI. Now we are with the Pixel 7 series of devices. I've been using one since the last 1 week, and there are a few things which I absolutely love. A few things which you probably will not get on any other Android set of devices. So here's a complete list of things that I absolutely love about the Google Pixel 7. Now, before we get into the details, this would be a great time to subscribe to the channel because we make daily vlogs. We will soon start live streams, we release shorts and everything. So there are a lot of interesting things happening on this channel. And before we get into the details, my name is Kailash and you're watching PhoneOps. So hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. Let's see what amazing things Pixel 7 can do for you in your day-to-day life. The first thing to talk about here is the build quality and the form factor. Now, the build quality is pretty similar to any Android flagships out there, but this form factor is beautiful. This camera visor looks great, and these new upgraded cameras in terms of hardware do a good job as well. But overall, if you ask me, this is the perfect size that I would love to hold and use in my day-to-day usage. It's not, for most of the people, it's not always size is the best or size is the king. Let me give you a quick example over here. This is my iQOO 11, one of the latest flagships with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and this right here is the Pixel 7. Of course, you have the Pixel 7 Pro for people who really want a big display, but in my opinion, at this size, it is a very, very beautiful display, and this camera visor with this brushed aluminum finish looks much better compared to the previous year's Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. That was everything about hardware. Let's talk about software. That is what Google Pixel devices are all about. The first thing that I love about the Pixel 7 or any Pixel device for that matter is the pure Android experience. Now, with time, this experience has changed. Earlier, you used to get a very bland, very, bloatware-free experience, which used to make sure that you get smooth experience. But now the situation is such that because there is not a lot of bloatware, even a 90 Hz display powered Pixel 7 feels almost equal smooth to today's flagships, which have 120 to 144 Hz of displays. And the best part is you don't really have any bloatware. Another good thing that is a very, very obvious experience is cleaner and faster software along with good updates. Not the longest, but you get at least 2 to 3 Android versions. You get security updates as soon as they are outed by Google. First, it is given to Pixel devices, so that definitely is an advantage. And in my opinion, trying Android 14 in beta and this has been absolutely good, especially the feature drop that keeps coming, the new features that I introduced to Pixel owners. They definitely make the software experience amazing. Now, when the Pixel 6 series of devices launched, they were highly criticized for the pathetic or not so good fingerprint scanner they had. But have a look now. The fingerprint scanner on the Pixel 7 or the 7 Pro, even the 7A for that matter, is just as good as any other flagship. If not, like the ultrasonic ones, these are one of the best fingerprint scanners on the market in terms of hardware, and they work absolutely fine. Now, add to this the face unlock feature. Just like that, it's smooth, it is intrusion free, and it is not really that secure like Apple's 3D face scanning and stuff like that. It doesn't have a bunch of sensors, but it does use the upgraded camera, and most of the time it will give you accurate results. Next up, you would say that gestures are included in almost all Android skins, but I love them on the Pixel. So if you go to settings, you go to system, and you actually go to gesture over here, what you will notice is you have quick tap to start action. So what that means is if you double tap at the back, you will get a screenshot. You have this option of quickly open camera by double pressing the power button. There you go. The camera opens just like that. Now moving on, you have flip camera for selfie. So for that, what you need to do is, there you go. It just switches your camera from front to back with this gesture. That's not all. Now if we go to this option, it says tap to check phone, system navigation, lift to check phone, flip to So if you flip your device, it will silent the phone, and one-handed mode is working well as well. Now you can select what you want to do with the power menu. So gestures, in my opinion, they are pretty good and they work very well on Pixel devices. Now additional intelligent features of Google Photos are amazing. As you can see, you can directly use Google Lens from Google Photos. You can directly copy whatever text is there in particular screenshot. You can directly listen using Google Translate, and you can also crop and do additional editing. At the same time, you do have additional features like photo unblur, magic eraser, auto portrait. That means you can portrait or you can add background blur to an image that is a normal photo. So these advanced features in Google Photos make the experience really sweet. Now let's talk about the highlight of Pixel devices, that is the camera application. So if you go to camera, you will see you have the cinematic mode which adds blur to your background in video. I've tried it and you've probably seen it in vlog number 1 and 2, and it works really well. Now apart from this, if you actually go to motion, you have long exposure and action pan. If you use it right, you can get very good results. Night sight does a brilliant job with artificial intelligence on the tensor chip. At the same time, you have a few additional features which work absolutely fine. Now to tell you the truth, with the upgraded camera hardware, Google Pixel devices have been doing a splendid job in photo and video. I've also tried selfie video. Now when I talk about selfie video, you have 4K 30 fps HDR in the front camera. You also have 4K 60 fps. That is something not a lot of flagship devices worth twice the price of this device can do. So that is definitely an upgrade as far as Google Pixel devices are concerned. Now along with the latest feature drop or pixel drop, whatever you want to call, they've given a lot of changes to the way you set wallpapers. For example, you can just long press over here and you can go to wallpaper and style, change wallpaper, and you can then go to emoji workshop. You can have emoji based live wallpapers. You can randomize them. You have different patterns, colors, sizes. That looks really exciting. Along with this, well, you can actually go ahead and select your own pictures as wallpapers. If you go to my photos, you can go to photos here. There is this picture of mine. If you click this enhance or magic icon, create cinematic wallpaper, it'll take a couple of seconds and see what it does with this particular picture. Now let's click on set wallpaper and let's go ahead and lock the screen here. So the moment you double tap and unlock, as you can see, and if you move the phone, this wallpaper image will move. So there are these things which are AI based and Google devices giving you this particular feature and experience. It's very good. You don't really get bloatware, you get faster updates. There are a few caveats and probably for that I'll make a separate video, but all in all, with these things, if you ask me, Google Pixel 7 for me has been a winner. It's sad to see that this device will go, but there are good things. Maybe the Pixel 7 Pro is something that we'll have in the studio within a week's time. Stay tuned because we are uploading vlogs every single day in the morning and videos like these in the evening along with shorts. I'll see you in the next one. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.